Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're all well. So today I want to talk about Sony and its never-ending streak of making wrong decisions one after another. Like, what is it with these guys, man? Like, every time I try to just still hope that, you know what, there is still that bit of common sense left at Sony that they can still use and they can still move in a good direction, they turn around and do shit like this. And here's the other thing. All of this is happening all at the same time. It's not just the 500 movie title fiasco and, the removing it and not refunding people and all that. It's not just that. It's not just this news that, oh, that's it. No more no more discs, just digital. It's also the fact that they announced they are shutting down the PSN store for PS5 and PS Vita. Those stores have hundreds, if not thousands, of games on it. And now, poof, vanish. Like they're gonna vanish. Like, here's what I don't understand. Why take a shot at your own self-interest? This makes zero sense. Now, just a couple days after that, we're in the same position, and now it's like, oh, by the way, guys, no more no more discs. It's just digital from this point on. Let me get this straight. You guys have the reputation of getting hacked more than any other gaming company out there. Okay? You have the worst consumer policies ever. Okay? And on top of that, on top of like the data leakage and like people like wanting ransom from you and all that, on top of everything, no other gaming company, I mean, apart from Nintendo, which basically they sue everybody, you're the opposite of Nintendo. You are sued by everybody. Sony has a reputation of being in class action lawsuits, and now all of a sudden we're in a position that you've once again done something that they can actually take you to court for. They can make this a class action lawsuit and they can sue the shit out of it because you have horrible policies when it comes to digital stuff, when it comes to monetization of like, oh, you did the whole dynamic pricing, which was predatory. I don't understand how we're supposed to trust you because they're going to go on a class action lawsuit in just a little bit, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's all digital now, but don't worry, be happy, guys. We are giving you the privilege to play a game. Why are you mad? Why are you mad at us? We're giving you the privilege. You should be thankful for us. You should be praying before us. Okay? You should just buy. And cause why are you not already on our stores right now? You should be buying the shit out of everything. You should just mindlessly consume." That's what it is. That's their defense. Here's a better question, Sony. And I want you guys to think about this. Where would you be without us? Where would you be without us if we didn't buy the games? Where would you be without us if we didn't buy the consoles? Where would you be without us if people didn't invest in your company? Where would you be without us if we didn't take a liking into what you did? You have changed. You have changed horribly. You have changed to just become this monster that is insatiable for greed and money and doesn't give one fuck whatsoever that, dude, these are the same loyal customers that have been with me for as long as you can fucking remember. Congratulations, you dumb fucks. You're gonna lose lifelong loyal customers. And guess where they're gonna go? To PC. To Gabe Newell. That's where they're gonna go. That's at least what I'm considering. You have the worst of catalogs. Okay? Everybody dunks on Xbox. I dunk on Xbox majority of the time. But when it comes to catalogs, your catalog has fallen so fucking short, yeah. If it isn't worse than Xbox, is on the same level. This will hit you so fucking hard when you basically hit rock bottom, and it'll be too fucking late for you to ever bring us back. Because guess what? If they switch from PlayStation and go to somewhere like Steam with a PC and basically make the investment, which is a lot more money than a PS5, but it's long lasting, very, very much long lasting than a console. If they do that, then you are fucked, royally fucked. Because Steam offers better services. They actually mean it when they say, oh, we make digital cheaper for you. Because you haven't done that, have you? You are charging full fucking price. And then here's the thing. I'm going to put up the article. You guys can see it. You guys can read it with me, or you can listen to me as I go through it. The thing is, it says, oh, we want to keep up with the trend. What kind of fucking trend is that? Is that the trend that you're talking about? The GTA 6 trend? The one that they said, oh, guys, by the way, you're not getting any disc. It's just a digital code. By the way, why you... Hold on a second. This is what I forgot to put in the other video. Why are you handing us a code inside of an empty box if it's nothing? You know when I got GTA 5, you know what it was inside the box? A shit ton of things. It was a full fucking map of the entire map of the game. It was bunch of codes. It was bunch of like extra stuff on it. It had like this like artwork thing, like a tiny booklet on it. It had a shit ton of thing on it. Nowadays, you buy the damn thing. It's just a disc, and then you see the next part that has those kind of like flaps, and then you're like, okay, it looks like there's a booklet should be here because it's designed, but it doesn't have anything in it. I said it before that this is the theme now, okay? You will own nothing and you will be happy, okay? And guess what they're saying? Sony's just saying, yeah, make your peace with that saying, because now this is our motto. Because they removed 500 movie titles off of people's libraries. And they didn't even pay them. They didn't even refund them that, yeah, this is our problem because our licensing has expired and we didn't renew it. So this is a fuck up on our end. No, they didn't say that. They were like, yep, that's it. No refunds. By the way, shut the fuck up and just go on our store and buy more, okay? Just do that. This didn't exist. I said this, guys. I talked to Game Shop UK. The dude said this. I said this in the other video. I'm going to repeat it again. He said, we don't nearly get as much as we used to. We used to get 150, 200 standard copies, and people would buy it like that. Now we get maximum 50. And I was like, what about the pre-orders? Like that's still going. He was like, no. We used to get like 50 to 60 pre-orders. Now we get maximum like 2, 3, maybe sometimes when it's very, very much like a very popular game, maybe we get 10. Going from 50 pre-orders to 10, a fifth of what it was, and from 150 and 200 standard copies, standard editions, to 50, it's a fucking abomination. You're short-stocking your own like fucking stocks. You're not selling them. You're not sending them. You're not making them anymore for people to buy. And then you turn around and you say, oh, guys, you know what the trend is? The trend is that people buy online because it's easier. The people are... I was forced to buy... Look, I have the disc in front of me. Look, I don't know if people can hear it or not yet. This is the copy, the deluxe copy of Resident Evil 4 Remake, yeah, that I got because it had original artwork on it. It's the steel case, like, I don't know if you guys can hear this, yeah? I bought it, and it looks fucking awesome. This, now, you can't buy anymore. You can't find it. Because they don't do it anymore as much as they used to. They've done this. They've created the system themselves because it's a perpetual system that feeds into their greed so they can control everything. And then they turn around and say, oh, you know, people buy online. People are forced to buy online. I didn't want to buy Stellar Blade online. I didn't want to buy Battlefield 6 online. I didn't want to do any of that. There is nothing out there. How am I supposed to buy it? And I went to the store. I was like, do you have the standard edition? And he was like, nah, we only had 3 and they all bought it. Dude, imagine it only had 3 standard editions on that day, on the day of release. And they were all bought. That's it, finished. What am I supposed to do? I'll give you another example. One of my friends lives in Sweden. Yeah? He said, I went to 3 stores and I couldn't find a copy of BF6, Battlefield 6. because they don't put them out there anymore. They've shortened the amount that they would produce. So you have to buy online. I don't know what is happening, man. Ubisoft is out there literally saying, by the way, this is a recent interview. They're saying consumers should get comfortable knowing they won't own their game, but rather being provided the service of using it. Oh, hold on a second. The fuck does that even mean, asshat? I paid for this, which means I fucking own it. It's mine. What service are we talking about here? Are we talking about the service that you're going to be shutting it after a couple years because the reason is, oh, by the way, guys, we're giving the second one, so we're going to shut the crew. You'll get the new crew. It's crew 2. It's better. No, I like the predecessor more. Why do I have to invest in the new one? Why do I have to buy that immediately? What service are you guys talking about? The service that you're going to take it away whenever you want, under any reason? The fuck is even that? I said it, a lot of people want to argue that, oh yeah, no, the disc, costs, so now these guys don't have to do that, and then the hardware prices will come down. No. This is hiking up. This is going to go even higher. If you think like a PlayStation 5 is cheap now, it's going to get cheaper in the future. No. This is going to get even worse. Who thinks the digital is cheaper? The digital is the same price. Matter of fact, these guys ran a predatory system of dynamic pricing. The more you buy, the more discount we'll give you. A lot of people buy 2 or 3 games a year. There is less than 1% of people that buy a game every month. I can buy from Amazon on Argos right now the disc version and get between 25 to 37% off. They published this bullshit and said, we're committed to provide world-class gaming. Hold on a second. Again, I'm going to stop you. World-class gaming? How is this world-class gaming? Can you somehow justify this is world-class gaming? What happened to play has no limits? Apparently, it does have a limit when you just can take it away whenever you want for any reason and just say, that's it, guys. Sorry, no refunds. You paid for a service. Get the fuck out of here. And here's the other problem that I have. I talked about this in my previous video, and I said there are a group of people out there that generally put misinformation and mislead people so as to be like, oh, guys, it's not what exactly you think, yeah? And push for the corporate greed. One group is literally like pushovers. They're like, yeah, end of an era. It is what it is. What do you mean it is what it is? You should be fuming. What are you talking about? It's like you don't care. It just doesn't matter to you. And here's the problem that I have with that. Where do you think this starts? This whole control thing starts. People are putting memes out there of Johnny Silverhand talking about Arasaka and be like, oh yeah, these guys are after our souls and this and that. Dude, he was right. Where do you think it starts? There are some people online making videos and putting it on Instagram saying, dude, why are you guys caring so much? It's just a bunch of games. It's not, though. It doesn't start like with everything, does it? It starts with one thing, okay? It starts either with your food. It starts either with your healthcare. It starts either with these games. Yeah, they take control of one sector, they move to the next, then they move to the next, then they move to the next. It's exactly that. When are people gonna wake up and basically smell the smoke? Be like, oh shit, the house is on fire. Yeah, duh, I think you just missed the memo, you know? You see the fire, you smell the smoke, but you're still asleep. How? I don't get this. Some people just roll with every decision. And then when you make the argument, here's the funny thing. This is where I'm gonna get to the other group. They say, oh, look at these guys. They just fearmonger. Fear-mongering. Well, here's the thing. I got news for you. We're all divided. Are you happy? Some people don't give a shit. Some people are fuming, and some people are saying this is fear-mongering. Let me get this very, very straight. How is this fear-mongering if this is public information? And I'm reporting it so as to wake the general public up. And it's not just me. There are other people out there that are doing the exact same thing because people need to know this. If you are not aware of this, if people don't report this, because a lot of people are not going to read what has been published. It's public information that comes out of Xbox, that comes out of Sony, that comes out of all these big corporations like Nintendo. They are the ones who put the information out there. So let me guess, are you trying to say they are fear-mongering? Because nobody's changing the narrative here. It is exactly what you're reading online, and somebody's doing a report for it. So let me understand. Everybody's doing a report mentioning the same thing, and everyone's fear-mongering? How is this fear-mongering? See, this is the problem that I have. Everyone's divided. Nobody wants to be like, yeah, let's pool everything together. Let's pool our strengths together. Yeah, put everything together. Become this one unit that can stand that can stand in front of this corruption and stop it. And then when you say it, people are like, well, what can we do? You know, what do you think Ross Scott was trying to do? Ross Scott was one person. He picked up something. He tried to do reports on it. Pirate Software took over the thing and then was like, oh no, you guys are wrong. And he tried to misinform people. It backfired on him. He lost a lot of his audience because of misinformation, because of lying to their faces and changing and swapping the narrative with something else. And Ross Scott, one person, gathered more and more and more people, and then therefore more and more and more signatures by starting a petition, and he went to the EU Parliament to defend us. And he's still in the middle of it. Yeah, one person. It took one person to gather everybody together. There's cope out there that I'm seeing that is just unrealistic, okay? It makes zero sense. There are people that are putting videos out. Guys, what if this is this is for the benefit of us, this is for our best interest? Hold on a second. When was the last time, at least in the last 5 years, that these guys have made a decision that was in your best interest and not theirs? It's always self-interest, which is their interest, not yours. At least whatever fantasy that these guys have ended in 2013, because that was the last time that these guys actually took a step forward to actually say, okay, we're doing this for the better of our customers and our players and our gamers and our consumers. They actually had policies in place that protected us, that actually showed that they cared. Yeah. But apparently we have people out there that want to be like, oh, but it's not like that, guys. What if it's in our best interest? And they're going to lower the prices. They haven't lowered anything in the last 5 years. What are you talking about? Some people are like, oh, but if they move to, this online thing now, they don't have to make the disc, so this is going to be, these going to be more cheaper. No! It's still $89.99, that fucking GTA Ultimate version of it. Why? Because of corporate greed. And by the way, you never get a physical disc. That whole December fiasco was just to be like, oh yeah, but we might give you a disc in that, yeah? And all of a sudden it's like, no, it's a fucking code. Here's another cope, okay? There are multiple versions of this that they have these hopeful dreams and fantasies that, dude, believe me, I want to be in your team. I want to actually, have the hope for this to happen, but it will never happen. Here's another one. Oh, what if Sony is trying to steal the spotlight from GTA 6? And now all of a sudden everybody buys discs, and 2 days later, 2 weeks later, they come back. No, they're not going away. We've heard you and this, that. Okay, that is all well and good, yeah. I would like to believe that could happen, but that will never happen. You know why? Because there is no spotlight on GTA to be stolen, because the spotlight was shown onto GTA by Sony itself. Because here's the thing, there was a report that came out not too long ago that said, oh, they might want to release, GTA might want to release the game with PS6 to make it an exclusive, so you buy the console and get the game. But that wasn't what was happening. It was based on the fact that they were in talks to implement this idea that, yes, now Sony is going to shine this spotlight on GTA, revealing this, oh, you get a code in the box and it's secure and this and that. So then 2 weeks after that, you get hit with an idea that, oh, there are no physical versions anymore. Sony's not going to do it. And that's it. Finished. Everything you're going to get is going to be in terms of either a code, an empty box, or just online. You press a button and you buy it. These guys are in the same team. They're playing in the same league. What do you mean that, oh, it's going to steal the spotlight and put it on itself? Why would they do that when they have been talking for God knows how long, so they could actually implement this and milk you more out of your money? Back in 2021, Kojima said this: eventually, even digital data will no longer be owned by individuals on their own initiative. Whenever there is a major change or accident in the world, in a country, in a government, in an idea, in a trend, access to it may be suddenly cut off. This is 2021. So for those guys who have this level of cope that, oh, what if this is just another way for them to maybe reduce the cost and, do something for our benefit? There is nothing for your benefit. Okay? This guy, okay, works in the industry. If he says it, it means he knows something that is going to come in 10 years that you and me don't know. So when he said this in 2021, and now we're in 2026, and I keep repeating the same 5-year thing, and I say, look, for the past 5 years, things have exponentially become more expensive. They have taken a route that is just full of greed and corruption. And this guy, who is a renowned visionary creator. So if this guy says it, I'm inclined to believe him. So for those guys who have this level of cope that, oh, well, it's not just that, maybe it's this, you have to wake up. You have to. Because you know what? I hate to break it to you again. I'm saying you're wrong. Because there will come a point that it won't just be, let me take advantage of you more and more and more. No. It will be total and full control. From advantage, they will get to control. And then there is nothing more to take advantage of you because they already own all of it. So then it'll come to a point that they'll say something and you'll just have to say yes and abide by it. Are you ready for that? Are you prepared to say yes to whatever these greedy corporate bastards tell you to do? In any point whatsoever, they decide they want to revoke your license, they want to take full control of it, they want to say we are removing it, you get no refunds, they are shutting the stores, they are shutting the server of the particular game that you love, and you can say nothing about it. Read the article, it says, this is global pressure. What global pressure are you talking about? Are you talking about the pressure that you've inserted on the consumers to milk them more out of their money? The one you've created for yourself is a loophole to use it later on so you can sell it. It's good for you to steal my money, give me no consumer protection policies, zero efforts from your side, and pirating is bad, but it's good for you. You can do the stealing of money and all that, but pirating is bad for me. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's all I gotta say. Like, what I don't understand is that why are you working against your own self-interest? Your self-interest is to gather more players, be more popular, be the best out there so people never leave you. Instead, you turn around and do some shit like this that's gonna make people leave and be like, you know what, man? We're gonna go somewhere else. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. I got nothing. I got every morning that I wake up, I'm like, okay, you know what? This day is gonna be different. This day is gonna be that we're gonna hear something. Yeah, but the funny thing is, every good news that comes out somehow always involves Valve. Somehow always involves Gabe Newell. Somehow always involves PC. I'm really, really getting interested, man. Like I'm not a PC guy. Okay, I was a PC guy when I was a lot younger. I left the whole thing behind when I was 11, and I was just a console guy from then till now. I'm 28. Okay, and if this keeps going the way it's going, man, I'll invest in a PC. I'll make it a super machine, okay? Something that can run for 20 fucking years with no break, okay? And I'll just leave all this behind. Because it's greed, corruption, just big corporate fat suits. That's it. Yeah. All right. Let me know what you guys think. And thank you for listening to me again. I said it before, I go off the handle. I'm going to have a fucking stroke because of these guys. I really do think so. Because you know what? If it's not going to be Activision, if it's not going to be EA, or if it's not going to be Ubisoft at some point, it's going to be Sony. I think at some point, I'm gonna have a stroke. But yeah. Take care of yourselves, guys. Have a blessed day, and peace be with you.